Our final candidate this morning is Steve Thomson from the Liberal Party, the Liberal National Party, I should say, I'm sorry. He's the owner, the LNP? No, you haven't merged in New South Wales, have you? The owner of the Long Hard Look Financial in East Maitland, Director of the Endeavour Group Australia, a disability services provider in Maitland, Director of the Hunter Business Chamber, representing smaller chambers in the Hunter Valley. He was Vice President of Maitland Junior Rugby Union, and I know he holds the black and white dear to his heart. Served 3 years on this chamber's board and 2 as President. He has had 25 years in the financial services industry and worked for Westpac, ANZ, Zurich, ING and NRMA. He has owned his own business since 2007. And in case you haven't put 2 and 2 together and worked out that I am reading introductions provided for me by the candidates, he is a self-proclaimed all-round good guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Thomson.
Thank you, Meryl. I'm the rookie here today, so I'm bringing notes, and I'm also going to have the microphone up here. I say rookie because unlike the other 3 speakers you've heard from this morning, I've never run for public office.
It's all right, I'll fix it, Steve. You keep
Thanks,
talking.
Meryl. I've never run for public office. I'm just well, I like to call myself a daggy dad.
Stay on it.
I've got 3 kids. I've been married for 20 years in April to the one woman, which she and I both think is important. But like I said, I've never done this before. So when Robin announced that she wasn't going to run again, I thought I can sit on the sidelines and throw stones, or I can get involved. So I chose to get involved. So what I want to do this morning is answer the question about what I'm going to do for business in Maitland. And it's good to be standing up here again, and thank you, Craig, for keeping the chair warm. You've kept it in good nick. It's good to be here. As Philip said, this is a tough thing to do. Only 4 people have put their hand up out of the entire city. But I want you to know that what you get when I stand up here is an answer to the question. So the question we've been asked is what we're going to do for business, and I'm going to answer that. But before I do that, I want to talk to you a little bit about what this government has done in the last 4 years about business in Maitland. So if you forgive me for a sec, I'm going to take us back. I'm not going to take us back to the dark old days. I'm going to go back 4 years to 2011. As you all know, small business is the backbone of the economy. There's 680,000 small businesses employing 42% of the people in New South Wales. And here in Maitland, there's 4,500 small businesses. There's 4,800 businesses in total, but 4,500 of them are small businesses. That's at least 4,500 families. So every one of those businesses is at least one family. And when you spend $1 with one of those businesses, you put $1 into a family's hand. That family then go and spend it with another small business in Maitland, because if you do the maths, it's about 97% of the businesses in Maitland are small businesses. So they take that $1 and they go and spend it with another small business. And that $1 floats around our community 5 or 6 times. Right? Small business is this city. And that's why we're all here, and that's why we're all in small business. Since coming to office, the Liberal government have implemented a range of initiatives that help small business. We established the Office of the Small Business Commissioner. So you can ring up, you can get advice, you can see the small business bus when it comes around, you can talk to Small Biz Connect on the phone if you've got an issue. It's a great outcome. We've cut red tape, and the latest estimate is that that cutting of red tape has saved small businesses $750 million. New South Wales government agencies under the O'Farrell and Baird Liberal governments pay their bills to small businesses within 30 days. And if they don't, they pay you interest. So suddenly you can deal with the government as a small business owner and know that your cash flow is going to be guaranteed. And if it's not, they're going to pay you interest for it. We've introduced a one-on, two-off rule. So for every new piece of legislation that's introduced, 2 come off. So far it's running at 5 to 1. So 1 on, 5 off, cutting red tape. We've introduced reforms to work cover. We've seen a 15% reduction in claims from small business employees, and we've seen 50% less paperwork required to lodge a claim by business owners. And we introduced the Small Business Friendly Council program that encourages councils to work with small businesses and to place their contracts locally in their LGA. Going forward, I think it's pretty clear that the Liberal government has a clear plan, and we have a way to fund it. And that's been all over the news, and whether you like it, whether you agree with it, you cannot argue that it is not clear. We are telling you exactly what we're going to do, and we're telling you exactly how we're going to fund it. Since March 2011, we've turned the state's finances around. We were ranked number 8 in economic indicators, behind Tasmania. Number 8. You're running a business in an economy that is ranked number 8 in New South Wales 4 years ago. We're now ranked number 1. We now have the lowest unemployment rate of all the states. Lowest. 5.7%, lowest of all the states. So don't listen. Jobs are going, all of that. Lowest unemployment rate in the country. The economy is making solid progress, and that's been driven by the bad Liberal government. So let's answer the question, what are we going to do for business in Maitland? I'm not going to say we've got a 4-point plan or a 6-point plan or a 10-point plan, because we'd rather do it than talk about it. So what are we going to do? We're going to continue to cut red tape. At the moment, like I said, 1 on, 5 off. I mean, 1 on, 2 off is great, 1 on, 5 off is fact. We're going to continue to invest in infrastructure. Let's not forget it was the Liberal government that introduced the Hunter Infrastructure and Investment Fund, initially with $350 million and have added another 100 since. What have we got from that here in Maitland? Right here in this LGA, 20 million for a new hospital, 1,000 jobs. 1,000 jobs. We will continue to do what we've done, and you know how we're going to do it, and you know how we're going to fund it. Thank you.
Thanks, Craig.